Alright, so first I'm going to start with Groundwork Paint Pot by MAC. I just like to rub that all over the lid and really into all the crevices just to make sure it's really even coating. Then I'm going to take from the Alice in Wonderland palette by Urban Decay Reflection as my transition color, and to also blend in that groundwork a little bit more. Now I'm going back and I'm using Dormouse for the actual crease. Alright, so we're going to be taking Chessboard for the outer V, and I'm kind of putting it a little bit all over the eyelid just to kind of set the groundwork in the areas that wasn't already set before. For the eyelid, I'm going to put tearduct on the lid. I like to use a brush first, but the best application by far is using your finger whenever you're trying to really make a pigment stand out on your eye. I'm just going to tap that all over with the brush first, and then I'm going to go in with my finger and really press that color in. Alright, and there you go, pressing it on. I would not suggest doing this with nails. It absolutely sucks. That's one of the reasons I took my nails off. Now you are going to have to go back and blend into the crease color a little bit because it's going to be so much pigmentation on the eyelid, but that's okay. It's super easy to do. Just take a clean 224 brush and go in there. Or 217, whichever you have. Alright, so now I'm taking Duchess, and I'm just going to use my finger again, and I'm just going to force that into that inner tear duct. It's very iridescent. It's actually very similar to Motif by MAC too. I went ahead and I already put a little bit of a primer, a glitter glue, the Till Midnight Elixir on her eyelid, and I put a little bit on my brush, and I'm using the LaSplash Fuzzy Flamingo glitter. This glitter is a nice kind of corally pink and it has an iridescent gold to it. I absolutely love it. I got it from my friend. I will never go back. LaSplash brings glitter like no one else. Now I'm going to take a black liquid liner. I'm actually using Liquid Last by MAC. It's a waterproof one. I would definitely suggest doing a liquid liner whenever you're going to line after glitter. If you try and do a gel one or even a pencil, it's not really going to go over the glitter nearly as well. You need something really that's going to coat those. So I went ahead and used this. It's a little harder because of the brush, but well worth it. I'm not going to put a wing on her eyes because I feel like her eyes are very dramatic as it is. I don't need to make them stand out any more than they already are. Alright, and now I'm taking Diva lashes by KoKo. These are my absolute favorite lashes. It's my favorite brand. If you don't know about KoKo lashes, get on it. It's an amazing brand. They have so many different lashes from Diva, the Queen Bee, Risque. They're amazing. Alright, I'm just going to take a Neutrogena makeup remover wipe and clear off all that glitter. If you're going to be using glitter or a lot of pigmentation, make sure you do the eyes first. Don't waste your time and do the face at all. Alright, so this is a new primer by Smashbox. It's an oil one, a photo finish oil one. I really like a smooth application, so I just got this, used it for the first time, absolutely adore it. Alright, and this is NC42, I believe, by Studio Fix Liquid by MAC. I'm just really pushing that into her skin. I don't know the number of this brush. It's a newer brush by MAC too, but I'll go ahead and put in the details. It's amazing, especially for a nice fast application. Gets into all the little creases too. Alright, so I went ahead and I'm using Anastasia Beverly Hills, her cream contour in Deep. This is going to be the first shade on the left, and I'm going to use that to highlight underneath her eyes, her forehead, down her nose, top of her lips, and right on her chin, and the narrowing of the nose for sure. There's a lot of different ways to contour. I don't want anyone thinking that there's only one way to contour. It depends on the face shape. From working at MAC, trust me, they teach you a lot about that. So if she has a bigger forehead, we want to basically highlight less and contour more. If she has a smaller forehead, we want to highlight more. That's kind of an example. Same for the chin and the cheeks area, and obviously the nose. We've all seen bad contours on the nose. It turns out really awful. Alright, and then I'm going to take the dark shade all the way on the right, on the top level of the Anastasia Beverly Hills Deep one, and I'm just going to go ahead and cut out some of the outer parts. I thought her forehead was perfect, so I didn't contour that much, but hey, that's just me. For her nose, I feel like I kind of made an arrow. Well, there's like a little M on the very bottom, but I did not drag it all the way down like a little loop. Go ahead and see it there. And then I'm taking a duo fiber brush and just really blending that in. I don't know the number of this either. I'm really awful at brush numbers when it comes to like face brushes, but it's a nice flat duo fiber one by MAC. I'm pretty sure everyone has it damn near in their kit. I saw my friend Miguel use it, and ever since then I've been using it like crazy. It blends in perfectly. I feel like the primer I used earlier is also helping this blend, because if anyone knows, Anastasia Beverly Hills cream contours are actually very dense. They're not as smooth application as you would guess, which is somewhat good because it's not going to move, but this actually helped it go so smoothly. I absolutely loved it. Alright, so I'm just going to use a 224 brush for the highlighted areas. Looking at it now, I probably would have went back with a little bit more foundation. I'm not a huge highlighting fan, and I really highlighted her. It still looks great, but that's just me. I would have probably taken a little bit of the foundation on the 224 brush and just mixed it a little bit just to make it a little bit warmer versus how bright it is right now. Throughout the application though, the powder and the Fix Plus spray will definitely set it in, so it looks perfect at the end, but I just like to really blend it in. I think this is a perfect brush for it. It's not too small, it's not too big, it will get into all the areas, and you just hold it towards the end and you really just do swirling action motions, and it blends in perfectly, no creasing or any of that crazy stuff.
Money in a duffel bag, we gon' catch a flight. If you tryna roll with us, we leaving tonight. Gone, I'm out. Yeah, I'm saying live your life, 'cause you can't live it twice. Everybody gon' hate, but you gotta roll.
Alright, and I'm just gonna take Cameo by Danii. This is an experiment to see how it would look. I've seen a couple makeup artists use Cameo on a little bit of warmer skins, and I feel like Banana lately has just been coming off so yellow. So I went ahead and I just did Cameo to bake her a little bit in. It was a test, but it came out really good in the end, so I'm not mad about it. Alright, and while that's baking, I went ahead and decided to do her cheeks. I just put a little bit of Modern Mandarin by MAC on her cheeks, just to give her a nice warm glow. And then I contoured just a little bit with Chestnut by Danii. For her eyebrows, I went in with Lingering by MAC. It's one of my favorite ones. The Brow Wizzes by Anastasia are really great too. I'm actually out of those, so that's probably why I picked up Lingering.
Live your life, you can't live it twice. Everybody gon' hate, but you gotta roll the dice, yeah, what's up? Money gon' bag, money in a duffel bag, we gon' catch a flight, yeah. If you tryna roll with us, we leaving tonight, gone, I'm out, yeah. I'm saying live your life, cause you can't live it twice. Everybody gon'
Alright, I'm just gonna dust off that powder. Like I said, throughout the application and like Fix Plussing at the end, oh my gosh, it sets in perfectly. So that little whiteness on her forehead completely goes away, thankfully. Alright, and I'm going to go ahead and highlight her. I'm using the Glow Kit. I just got it. I was borrowing one from a friend, so I actually don't know which one it is. It's the gold one. Underneath her eyes, I am using Dormouse just to kind of smoke it just a tad bit under. And then I'm using, I think it's Zoom Lash by MAC, just to coat those lashes a little bit. She had a lot going on her eyelids, so I want to keep it really focused on that. For her lips, I did something special. I went in with Morning Rose by MAC first, and I kind of filled it in. Kind of have a nice pink taupey color underneath, so I had planned next was going to be a little crazy. I went and I made my own lip gloss. I used Clear Gloss by MAC, and then I mixed Naked Pigment by MAC, and it turned out really, really pretty, but it was a little bright. I wanted it to be a little bit more warmer, so I went back with Bittersweet and I lined her lips, and I kind of mixed it really well. So that would turn out really good. I've been loving glosses and mixing stuff, so I went for it. Turned out really good. And then Fix Plus everything. Alright, and that is the finished look. Let me know how you like it. I'm still new to these, so you know I'm still learning. Oh, and music is brought to you by Unleashed Sounds. Go ahead and follow them. They are on my Instagram and below on my link. See you guys later.